Guys, it's Maymay, and my friend Naoka has challenged me again. She loves to do this. She sends me things that are challenges. Check out this card. This is so cute to me. It slides and stands. It makes its own little stand. It is super cute. She sent me the blog post. I'm going to link it below so you can see it. I want to give total credit to the lady that, I don't know if she designed it or if she was the original or what have you, but it is super cute. See how it stands? I love it. And to close it, you just push this guy down. This middle piece goes down like that, and then you have a flat card. So I think it is super cute, and it's really simple to make, and you can turn it into anything. Can't you see a birthday cake right there already? Like, this could be a birthday cake. Now, if you search these online, you're going to get all kinds of inspiration, because I've seen it where this looks like a tag. I've seen it where it has a ribbon tied in it, all kinds of things. I just want to show you the basic layout of the card, and then you can go to town designing any old way you want. So let's get started. The first thing you're going to need is a 4 1/4 by 11 piece of paper. So just like you're making a regular card, okay? Okay, so with your 4 1/4 piece on the 11-inch side, we're going to score in several places. The first is 1 inch. The next is 2 3/4, then 3 3/4, then 5 1/2, then 7 1/4. Almost scored wrong. Pay attention. 7 1/4, 8 1/4, and 10. So there's your score marks, okay? Don't worry, I'll put all that in the description for you below so you'll know what those are. Now, while you've got this guy here, we're going to make a little slice. The first thing we're going to do is just take a ruler and we're going to make a mark. I'm going to take my ruler and lay it on this center line, the 5 1/2 inch score line. And I'm just going to take a pen. I'm going to use a white one so you can see it. And I'm going to make a mark 1/2 inch down from the top and 1/2 inch up from the top. Those are going to be my stopping points, but you can see those little marks. Super easy. All right, now while I have this in my scoreboard, this is what I'm going to do. I'm going to take my X-Acto blade. I'm going to press it in through the paper and into the groove of the scoreboard at that little mark. Okay, so I'm pressing down to cut. Holding my paper firmly, I'm going to slide my blade down in the groove. That's the thing I love about it. I'm keeping that groove to help me guide this and be straight. And then I'm going to stop at this other little mark. And I want to make sure I've got it nice and full, so all the way to those score lines so the paper will slide through nice and easy. That's all you need to do there. Pretty easy, and now you have a little slit. Okay, now we can start assembling. Now, while this is nice and flat, I'm going to go ahead and put my adhesive on, and I'm using some sticky tape. And what I'm going to do is at the bottom here, I'm going to run a piece of sticky tape all across the bottom on both sides. And this is the bottom front of the card, okay? So where you put this, you're looking at the top of the card. Then I'm just going to use an acrylic block and just tear that way. Then I'm going to turn it around and put adhesive on the other side as well in both spots, okay? So you want adhesive at the end on both sides. And that's it. That's all we need. Now then, we're going to do our folding. So we're going to go back, and everywhere we put a score line, we're going to fold and crease. So I'm going to use my bone folder and get a nice crease at every score line, including the one we made the slit on. So we're going to crease the sides there. The card is not hard to make. It looks like it, but it's really not. It's really a cool concept. I don't know who came up with it, but it's brilliant. All right, and then the last one. So everything is now scored. Okay. Now for the more fun part. You're going to need to make some slices of paper, some cuts. Okay, now you're going to need these cuts of paper. The base, this piece right here, is actually going to be this piece that comes up through the card. This piece needs to be 5 1/4 by 3 1/4, okay? Then I have a second piece that's going to go on top of this that's going to be 5 1/8 by 3. And see how it is even at the bottom, but then I've still got my mat around the edge. That's what I'm looking for. Then you're going to need these pieces. These are super easy. You're going to need 4 pieces that measure 1 1/2 by 4, and you're going to need 2 pieces that measure 3/4 by 4. Don't worry, all that's in the description for you. Okay, so let's start assembling this dude. The first thing you need to do is put this piece to this piece. You need to go ahead and mount your mat for the front of the card. If you don't do this now, you'll have a mess later. Trust me on this. Go ahead and do this now. I learned it the hard way. I had to disassemble my first one because I didn't do this the first time. It'll make sense in a second. All right, so when you put this together, you're going to bring it down and in 1/8 of an inch, and it should match up at the bottom nice and square, so you can actually just kind of stand that up. And so you'll have a mat on 3 sides. We don't need a mat at the bottom, okay? So there is that. Now let's go back to our piece that we started with. Now what I'm going to do here, my adhesive's on the outside, okay? I'm going to lay it down like this so that this adhesive is now folded up, okay? So if I open it, it's like that. I'm going to fold it up like that. With the adhesive up, then I'm going to take this piece and I'm going to put it through the slice we made. And I think you can be as generous on that slice as you'd like. This needs to move pretty freely. So just, if you need to give it a little more space, you can, but that's moving pretty good. Okay, so now I'm going to reveal the adhesive here. So I'm just going to remove this backer piece. Now I'm going to bring this slider piece all the way to the end of the card and line it up at the end of the card with my adhesive folded up. Okay, so my adhesive is here. It's folded up. Makes sense? I'll do it from the side so you can see that. I've got it folded up. Ooh, let's get that like that. There we go. And so now we're like this. Now what we want to do is bring the top over. We're going to reveal this adhesive, fold this under, and then flatten it down like this. All right, so let me peel this off the back. So with this piece nice and flat, with my adhesive folded under, I'm going to lay this down and just match this up and stick it together. So pretty easy. So our adhesives actually end up inside here like that. Let's see if you can see that. So our adhesive is right here at the top of this, and it sandwiches that piece in the middle. Okay? So now our card mechanism works because we press this down and everything stands like it's supposed to. Isn't that neat? I think that's super cool. All right, now we want to put our pieces that we cut out on here to make it pretty. So these are my floral pieces, and I cut these out to go on the top and the bottom. Because this card is flat in the envelope, I suggest you decorate the top and the bottom because you'll see this whenever you flatten it out to give it to someone. So I'm just going to put that piece on like so. So there's that top panel piece. Cute. Now I'm going to turn around and do this back panel piece. You can decorate this laying down flat too. You don't have to have it standing up. So there's the top portion all decorated. Now I've gone ahead and flattened this to do the rest, just so you can kind of see what I'm talking about decorating both sides. So now I've got these 2 pieces. I'm going to put one here in the middle. That guy will go right there. Then on the back, I'm going to put one in the same spot. And then the bottom. This is actually where the card's going to sit when it's standing up. But when we put it in the envelope, it will show. And I think it'll be pretty if we go ahead and decorate the bottom as well. And I did that on my other card too. I'll show you that when we get finished. And then this side. Okay, so we're all covered. All the pieces are nice and covered. So when it's standing up like this, and you can press this down because it will stop on the sides, you've got everything nicely covered. See that? And that's how it stands. Now you want to decorate it. And I'm going to show you something I think is super fun. I love to use these paper packs and the stickers that come with them because I think they're adorable. And especially for this right here, you can use these stickers for anything there. Let me show you, like this word that says shine. The cool thing is it's already outlined in white. So if I wanted to put it right here, it would really pop because it's already outlined. And I think I will put it right there. I think it'll be pretty. The other cool thing about these stickers is they're flat. They look dimensional, but they're flat. And on this piece, we need to not put any dimension or we're not going to get a good slide. So I've got shine. Let's see what else I want to add. I like this because it looks like a colorful diamond. So I'm going to put it down here like so. Then this little sticker says just be amazing, and it will be perfect right here. Absolutely like it was made to go there. Isn't that cute? Just be amazing. Perfect. So I like that there. And then I'm going to put something here. I think this little butterfly will be super cute just laying right in that little spot. Now this one's really simple, but watch when you close this up. So your card's in the envelope like this, and when the person gets it, they can just pull and push just like that and stand this guy up. And what a perfect place to use your stamp set called Action that's got the pull little stamp you could use to put up here if you wanted to. There's so many things you could do with it. This is my second one I just made with you. This is the first one. I want to show you something I did different to the first one. See how here I have Just Be Amazing on the front? I want to show you this. On this card, which I have been opening and closing a good bit so it's nice and smooth now, do you see this piece across the middle? It was a sticker that I put onto white paper and cut out so it wouldn't be sticky on the back. And then I popped it up on foam squares where it touches the card base. So in the back, you can see it's freestanding. Let me fold this so you can see that. There we go. You can see it's freestanding and it's attached with foam squares to the front. So now when it stands on someone's desk or bedside table or dresser, wherever they want to put it, this little banner's kind of popping out. You can do so many things. As long as you decorate here, you're fine. You just need to make sure everything here is nice and flat to slide in and out. So there's two of the cards that I did. I think they're super cute. These are perfect to share with someone. And I know your question, but where do I write my sentiment? Check it out. Right back here in the back. You can stamp a sentiment. You can write on it. Just be sure you do that before you assemble them. So use the back for your little greeting for someone. I think these are adorable. And I want to say thanks to Nyoka for challenging me. This was fun. I'd never even seen these before she showed them to me. So they were super fun to make. I'll have links to all the products I use below, as well as all your measurements and score marks. And thanks so much for watching. If you make these, guys, I want to see them. Go over to our Facebook group called Maymay Made It, and so did I, and share with me what you're doing with these slide and stand cards. I really don't know a name for them, but I think they're awesome. Thanks so much for watching today, guys. Talk to you soon. Bye-bye.